News flash on the fly. Motorbike. News flash on the fly. Donald Trump is running again. I've been doing these YouTube clips for a long time because I remember the last time I was making news flashes like that, and that must have been back in 2020. All right, or before. All right. I haven't spoken about Donald Trump all that often for a while. He hasn't been on my radar. He's back to save America, which means that if he didn't save it last time, then the recipe for saving America must be that when he does save America, like presumably he did last time, he needs to be kept in forever, President Xi style, so that he can keep saving it, because presumably America unsaved itself after he left. All right. Now, where did I hear this? On the radio, the ABC, just before. And the ABC reported it like this. So this isn't about Donald Trump, it's about the ABC. Do I like the ABC? Yeah, it's all right. Better than most. Now, here's the thing. I would have a crack at the ABC. Donald Trump announces that he's running again, they said, something like that. I think, yes, they had a little snippet and it said, and Donald Trump came on the radio, and Donald Trump said, America's comeback starts now. All right, so he's going to save America again. Okay, that's all right. The point I made before was just a minor point. And the person on the radio said, and he immediately claimed that had he got in last time, all this interest rates schmozzle wouldn't have happened. I'm listening to that and I'm thinking, yeah, that's a load of crap. I reckon it would have happened. But I don't know, but the point is, it's a load of crap to claim it wouldn't have happened. You know, a load of crap. And then the ABC then said, and he even claimed that the war in Ukraine wouldn't have happened had he got in. Well, on that one, I think the ABC's speaking a load of crap. You know, I can't say whether the war in Ukraine would have happened or wouldn't have. But the point is, you know, the ABC is implying or inferring that, or stating, inferring, who cares, that Donald Trump is speaking a lot of crap by claiming that. I dislike Donald Trump as much as the next guy, and as much as his wife. But here's the thing, it's not, you know, what's that got to do with, you know, whether something he says is a load of crap or not? He says stuff, and some of it might be a load of crap, a lot of it is, and some of it might not be, but you wouldn't go around saying that, you know, just because he claimed that the war on Ukraine wouldn't have happened. Oh, yeah, it seems a slight load of crap, but not that big a load of crap, because I would put a lot of money on it being the case that if Donald Trump had got in last time, the invasion of Ukraine by Putin wouldn't have happened. I'd put a lot of money on that, a lot of money. I'd be happy with that one. You know, at that point you might say, Donald Trump supporter in disguise. You know, because you're saying that, you know, when he claims that the war in the Ukraine wouldn't have happened had he got in, that, well, if not, you know, 100% for sure he's right, you're saying, yeah, quite likely that's true. So you're only pretending not to be a Donald Trump supporter before. You're actually a Donald Trump supporter, typical bloke with grey hair. But I didn't say that. No, that's not true. I'm just saying that I reckon he's right. You know, In the same way that, it's quite a lot of what Hitler said was right. There's nothing wrong with heaps of stuff that Hitler said. Are you a Hitler supporter now, you bloody fascist? No, I'm not. I didn't say that. I don't like Hitler. He's a real bastard. A lot of what he said was right. It's an old one, but a goodie. But the same goes with Donald Trump. And now, here's the thing. It's the way the ABC reports things. No wonder people get annoyed at the ABC. No, but those people they won't get annoyed at 2GB. There's your problem. But here's the thing. I think he's right, Donald Trump. I think the war on Ukraine wouldn't have happened had he got in last time. Reason being, Donald Trump pretty much hates NATO. Now, I think the thing that has been triggering NATO, judging on everything I've heard, I'm no geopolitical expert, but I listen to a lot of people who are geopolitical experts, and it seems unanimous that NATO pushing up against Russia triggers Putin. Okay. Now, during the Obama-Biden administration, those two guys were huge NATO supporters. Okay. And Ukraine was cozying up to NATO and all that sort of stuff. And when you put all that together, all of that comprised and constituted NATO pushing up against Putin and triggering him. And in the Obama-Biden time, Putin did get triggered and invaded Crimea. Okay, so look, Putin does get triggered by NATO pushing up into Ukraine and in every direction, in the direction of Russia. That triggers him. Now, Trump gets in 2000 and whatever it was. Okay, suddenly Putin backs off. Why? Well, because Trump hates NATO. He was very anti-NATO. He was constantly, why are we paying more than 2% of our GDP, and Germany's paying next to nothing, and this is all, Europe's stealing off us, and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, whether you agree with whether Trump was doing the right thing in saying all that stuff and being so anti-Europe and anti-NATO and all that sort of stuff, even if he was being a complete asshole with respect to his, approach on all that, his policies or whatever, his policies on the fly, the stuff he would make up, I think, in the morning while he's watching the Kardashians, even if you think he was wrong, the point is, for the purposes of this thing, because this is really just, I'm just going to talk about the ABC. This is not about Trump, all of this. The point is, Putin backed off during Trump's time. You might say that's because he's Putin's mate. It doesn't matter. The point is, I don't want to get into the geopolitics. I'm just saying that Putin did back off for whatever reason, even if it's for evil reasons. Even if Trump was evil and Putin was evil and Obama was a saint, Biden's a saint, point is, Putin got triggered into war against Ukraine during the Obama-Biden administration, and he backed off during the Trump administration. And then Biden got in after Trump, and straight away the American administration, America, starts, we love NATO again, and we'll give you heaps of money and all that sort of stuff. And if Germany and France and all that are giving less than 2% GDP, well, that's fine. We're all one big happy family. Let's get rid of Russia. Now, not invasion-wise, but push up against it, squeeze it. And that triggers Putin when you do that sort of stuff. You don't actually have to bring Ukraine into NATO. One way or another, Putin felt triggered by the fact that Biden got back in. I'm rather certain. And he went nuts again, like he did last time Biden was in, and Obama, but Obama and Biden. Okay, so Biden gets back in, different policies, Putin invades Ukraine, even bigger, people die. All right, so now Trump is running for president, whenever it is, next year, 2024. Oh, maybe a year and a bit. Why do they have such long lead times? We know they do. It's so boring. This is a country permanently in election mode. Because they have their midterms as well. And that's just permanent campaigning. Oh, glad I'm not over there. Because I can forget about elections in Australia. 99.9%, well, 100% of the time. All right. So, now Trump claims, and it is just a claim, that had he got in last time, Ukrainians wouldn't be getting killed the way they're getting killed. Ukraine wouldn't have been invaded, all that sort of stuff. Well, that's a reasonable claim because of everything I just said, I think. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't. The comments are switched off. But, here's the thing. What's the thing? I've forgotten what my thing is. Oh yeah, the ABC. That's who I wanted to have a crack at. The ABC said, and he even claimed that the war in Ukraine wouldn't have happened. Hang on. No wonder people get a bit shitty about the ABC. Stop barracking. The first thing that Donald Trump said, that his first claim that interest rates, all that schmozzle, wouldn't have been happening had he got in. Yeah, all right, I'll go with that. I reckon he was speaking a load of crap there. So I'll agree with the ABC on that. But what's this business of chucking the word even in there? And he even claimed, because everything he says is stupid. No, it isn't. A lot of what he says is on the mark. A lot of what Hitler said was on the mark. But a lot of stuff that Jesus said was on the mark too. You get where I'm going. So you can't just go around saying, "Oh, I don't like Jesus, so everything he said was stupid." That's not true. Same goes for Hitler. Same goes for Donald Trump. So, what was that? Media Watch. I think that was Media Watch. I reckon you're a closet Donald Trump supporter, Charlie. I didn't say that. And you can't say that anyway because I'm not on Twitter. If I was on Twitter showing any support for Donald Trump, he's a Donald Trump supporter. If I was on Twitter saying, listen, I actually get Putin. I actually get where he's coming from, in as much as who even wants a world that hasn't got Russia in it? Because if the West had its way, it would squeeze. I've segued now, haven't I? But it doesn't matter. The point is, I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. It gives me a lot of freedom. I'm not on social media at all, actually. Oh yeah, you are. You're on your WhatsApp group with your family, and you do these YouTube episodes. So that's social media. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. I'll die on this hill. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. I'm Orion. So I'll just keep saying, no, it isn't. Because I'm not using it as social media. Neither of those things. I'm not on anything else. All right. So, but if I was on Twitter and I said, oh, well, I see where Putin's coming from, people like him, they do not want a world with no Russia in it. I get that. It's a bit rough that it causes so much bloodshed, but I get I get the idea in principle. I haven't got a problem with that. There's some people who would say, no, we want the West basically to take over the whole world in a nice way. But I think that's not for me personally. But this is a matter of personal taste. But I get it. This is where someone would say, you're a supporter of tyranny. I didn't say that. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. No. Yes, you did. Well, if I was on Twitter, you could say that, but I'm not on Twitter. I'm on YouTube with the comments turned off, so you can't say that. So no, I didn't. And that sort of thing. You go on and on. You know, there's a lot of freedom. There really is. Not being on social media. It's fantastic. I recommend it. Haven't been on social media for 5 years. I recommend it. It's great. Is it an anti-advertisement? Sort of. Can't turn that thing off now. No. Hey, look over there.